Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rachakadash. Double honors to the apostles and others, great Muslim that rule well. Peace and blessings to the elected nation of Israel. Back at it again with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Shai. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. I'm the brother Ottawa from Great Muslim, West Palm Beach, and just getting straight to it through the spirit. All right. You know, Mastercard is making big moves, okay, in the earth. Okay, and this plan that they got cooking up really is in congruence with the RFID CHIP, which is the mark of the beast. The RFID chip is the mark of the beast, and it's going to be implemented here in these last days, and we're now so more closer to it than ever. All right, but I wanted to read this short article, and Lord willing, I'm also going to put a clip in post-production to further explain what the plans of these elites are. Okay, but this aligns with biblical prophecy. So before I even bother with this article, let me go ahead and read this scripture right here. This is Revelation 13, verse 16. It says, "And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 right? 666. So the point of the matter is that these elites, they're going to have it set up to where they're going to try to force everyone on earth to take the chip, which is the mark of the beast, so they can tie everybody to their, you know, their internet of things, right? And they're going to use biometrics and tracking people, okay, ultimately to, you know, play the role of God through technology on the left-hand side. That's Esau's whole MO, right? But see, he's only going to get so far with this, you know? And when you go into that word mark, how do we know that the mark of the beast is the RFID chip? Well, when you go into it, the word mark in Hebrew, Strong's G, 5480, charagma, all right? Charagma, right? Or charagma, right? Let's see how he says it.
Strong's G, 5480, charagma,
Right? Which is a stamp, an imprinted mark. So it's something physical, all right? Of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist, right? And the Antichrist is really anyone who's against the Messiah, all right? And Antichrist can be an Israelite, could be an Edomite, could be a Moabite, you know? Anyone who's against Yahweh Shemashah ultimately is an Antichrist. But the point of the matter is that, you know, these Christians believe the Antichrist is just one man and he's coming to rule the earth for 7 years and all that other stuff. No, man, the Antichrist ultimately is anybody who's against the Lord, and these elites indeed are against the Lord, you know, but there's more than one Antichrist. As the scriptures say, there's many Antichrists, all right? This is how we know we're in the last time. But it says, the mark branded upon horses, right? And that's how these elites are treating the people, like cattle, goyim, right? Useless eaters. It says, thin carved sculpture, graven work of idolatrous image, a scratch or etching stamp as a badge of servitude, a sculpted figure, statue, graven mark. And that sculpted figure, so to speak, that mark is the RFID chip. But even when you go deeper into it, the word mark covers all the bases of the three main principles of the chip. Starting first with Strong's 5480 with charagma, right? Meaning, you know, an imprinted mark, a stamp, badge of servitude, right? So that's the chip itself. Then you go into the root word of charagma. You got the word charax, all right? Strong's G 5482, charax. A pale or stake, a palisade, right? So the needle that's used to inject the chip or implant the chip into people is as the same form of a palisade or a stake, a charax. But you go even further into that, you got the word grappo, okay, which when you look at the word grappo, Strong's G1125, grappo, you can already see it has the word graph in it, which is denotes to what? Writings, records, history, data, information. Okay, grappo, it says to write with reference to the form of letters. Okay, so why is this important? Because within the chip, you have all the data, the records, the history, the information, the identification, the medical records, the passports, the wallets, so on and so forth. All of that can be covered right there in one chip. Okay, so indeed, the RFID chip is the mark of the beast, whether you can see it or not. This is from homepagenews.com. This article is from November 15, 2024. It says Mastercard closer to biometric payment brought our consumers ready. Although biometric payment systems are closer to broad implementation, almost half of consumers across the United States are unaware of the technology, according to the survey announced by in-person payment operations firm AV. Among those aware of biometric payment, 25% cite privacy concerns with the technology, the AV survey revealed. The AV survey results come shortly after Mastercard revealed its intention to transform online shopping by 2030, eliminate card numbers for purchasing, and turn to secure on-device biometrics. In doing so, Mastercard intends to provide easy authentication across devices and websites. Mastercard stated it aims to eliminate the need for manual card entry and one-time or static passwords by combining tokenization, a technology introduced a decade ago to protect sensitive personal and payment data, with biometric authentication for secure, seamless checkout. In that case, every online transaction across its network could be tokenized and authenticated, in effect making online checkout smoother and safer, according to Mastercard. Even so, the AV survey suggested consumers need more information to make up their minds about biometric technology. Businesses, especially small businesses, face a significant challenge in convincing Americans of the value and safety of biometric payment technology, AV stated. The Levi study indicated 47% of consumers familiar with biometric payments have privacy concerns. 41% of U.S. consumers wouldn't trust an independent retailer or a small chain with their biometric data. 45% of consumers believe there will be a significant public backlash against biometric payments. Biometric payment technology promises better security than can more effectively thwart fraudsters while enhancing user experiences. AV maintained, however, the survey of 2,000 U.S. consumers suggests the public in general has a poor understanding of biometric payment technology, including what it is, how it works, and how data is stored, transferred, and secured. The push by Mastercard could be helpful in spreading familiarity with the biometric payment, and given its payment platform is so widely accepted, it could help small businesses introduce the technology. So, basically, at the end of the day, this all things lead to the chip, okay, as far as economic is concerned, and these devils, they're trying to hurry up and crash the dollar, hurry up and make the dollar fail so that inflation can come, the economy can collapse, and they're going to bring in the RFID chip as the economic savior, and basically that's your resurrection of your collapsed government, the RFID chip, at the cost of your salvation. Because if anyone takes the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, what is the end result? The end result is judgment, destruction. Okay? This is Revelation 14, starting at verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So you're going to be destroyed if you take the chip. And you're gonna Yahweh Bashim Shai, the angels, the elect, they're gonna watch from the heavens your destruction within the earth, burning up in the nuclear missile fire. And their smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Right. So ultimately, while you have that chip within inside you, you're going to be being tormented bodily. Your bodily presence is going to be tormented. You're going to get a grievous sore, like it says in Revelation 16. All right. Revelation 16 and verse 2. And there first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them that which worshipped his image. That grievous sore is going into that cancer you're going to receive from all that radiation flowing within your body from out of that chip. Okay? And not only are you going to be tormented with the bodily cancer, but you're also going to be tormented with demons infesting you, because if you take the chip, the Lord is going to absolutely reject you. Okay? And if the Lord's spirit is not within you, what's going to be within you? Those demonic spirits. There was a video or episode of Dr. Phil. This man said that he believed he was chipped, right? He believed that his friend drugged him, and his friend chipped him. And he said that he's been hearing all these different voices in his head from him being chipped. Okay? His family trying to say, oh, you're crazy, da-da-da-da. His family doesn't believe him, but he is of 100% certainty that he knows that he got chipped and that those voices in his head is coming from the chip. So not only are you going to be tormented bodily, but your spirit is you're going to be a slave, a product of the New World Order, of the elites. And obviously they're not going to treat you with respect or dignity or care. They're going to look at you like cattle. And it's nothing for them to push a button to thin the herd, if you understand where I'm coming from. Okay? All you do is push a button and get you out the way. That chip will be there to be your little kill switch. And this is the judgment Yahweh Basham Shai has set up for those who have submitted themselves to this beast system. Okay? So, I wanted to do a lesson on that. I'm going to put another clip up, Lord willing. But with that being said, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua Bahasham Chakwadash. All right, double honors to the apostles and elders, great Muslim, and well, peace and blessings to the elected nation of Israel. Shalom and the Baba Bar, Kwam Yasharala. Don't take the chip, because if you do, you're going to suffer the nuclear missile fire.
Your wallets. Hello and welcome to GBN Originals. I'm Ben Leo. Now, imagine a world where your wallet becomes obsolete. No card numbers, no PIN codes, just you, your face, and your hand becoming the key to your financial transactions. It sounds like something out of a sci-fi blockbuster, doesn't it? But this isn't fiction. It's the future Mastercard envisions for all of us by 2030. In a bold announcement, Mastercard has revealed plans to phase out the iconic 16-digit credit card number that's been a cornerstone of modern commerce for decades. And instead, of course they're turning to biometric authentication, using your unique physical traits such as your face or your palm to verify payments. What could go wrong? By the end of this decade, Mastercard's vision is that your body will be all you need to pay for groceries, book flights, or shop online. This announcement is part of a broader shift in how we think about money and security in an increasingly digitized world. But what does this mean for you, me, and society as a whole? Well, let's break it down. For decades, credit cards have been at the heart of global commerce. They've made life easier for billions of people all around the world. But as technology has advanced, so too have the threats to our financial security. Last year alone, 2024, global card fraud reached staggering levels, with billions lost to cybercrime. Data breaches exposed sensitive card details from some of the world's biggest corporations, such as Marriott, Ticketmaster, and even major retailers weren't spared. So this isn't just an inconvenience, it's an absolute crisis. Because every time you swipe or tap your card at a payment terminal or enter your details online, you're exposing yourself to potential fraud. Criminals are getting smarter and even more sophisticated each and every year. This escalating crisis has pushed companies like Mastercard and Visa too to rethink how we pay and how we protect ourselves. Their solution? Biometrics. Your fingerprints, your face, even the palm of your hand, combined with advanced tokenization technology. So how does that all work then? Biometric authentication is simple, yet incredibly powerful. Instead of storing your credit card number on a physical card or in an online system where it can be stolen by hackers, tokenization converts it into a unique digital identifier stored securely on your device or in a cloud-based system. This token is meaningless to anyone who tries to steal it because it can only be verified when paired with your personal biometric data. When you make a payment using biometrics, whether it's through facial recognition or scanning your fingerprint, the system verifies both the tokenized data and your physical traits. This ensures that even if hackers breach a system or intercept payment data, they just can't access anything useful. The goal is clear.
Us blokes hate talking about a little thinning up top, and many of us settle with that balding look, but that wasn't for me, and that's why I went to Elite Hair, the world's leading hair loss clinic, and now I've had over 4,000 new hairs added to this barnet, and very soon I'm going to be rocking some brand new flowing locks, and you can too. So how does it work? Step 1, I sent the team a set of photos of my head. Step 2, I then spoke to one of the Elite Hair staff who looked through my photo submissions and worked out a treatment plan for me. Step 3, Elite Hair then organised accommodation and the treatment. I was at their state-of-the-art treatment centre in Istanbul, and their incredibly kind staff took me through the process, and before I knew it, I was in surgery. Elite Hair and their leading medical experts have specialised in pain-free treatments using the Sleep Deep method, and they really mean that. I felt incredibly relaxed the whole time, and I haven't felt any pain since. Check out Elite Hair using the link in the description. When you do, Elite Hair will provide you with a free personalised hair analysis. Then you'll join over 100,000 happy patients. Hit that link and start your hair growth journey like I did today.
Eliminate vulnerabilities in traditional payment systems while making transactions faster and more convenient for consumers. Mastercard isn't alone in this revolution. We've already mentioned Visa. They're making strides with biometric payment technology. In fact, Visa has already certified biometric payment cards equipped with fingerprint sensors and advanced security elements like Infineon's SLC38 chip. And to me and you, that's a cutting-edge piece of tech designed specifically to secure transactions. These innovations are being tested and rolled out all around the world. In Australia, Mastercard has partnered with AMP Bank back in 2022 to launch its very first numberless cards. And these cards didn't display any visible account numbers or expiration dates, which is, according to them, a significant step forward to eliminating physical identifiers altogether. Meanwhile, Visa-certified solutions like IDEX Pay and Secura Pay Bio are paving the way for adoption across Asia-Pacific markets and beyond. So the race really is on between these two giants, Mastercard and Visa, to define the future of how we spend our money. But there's more at stake here than just convenience at checkout counters. The rise of biometric payments is part of a much larger trend, the convergence of digital identity systems with financial transactions. Think about it for a second. Biometric authentication ties your unique physical identity directly to your financial activity. And it doesn't stop there. All around the world, governments and corporations are developing systems that link biometric data with everything from healthcare records to legal identification apps. Proponents of this, well, they argue that this kind of integration will enhance security and make you safe and make it all seamless for everyone involved. Imagine being able to access government services or medical care simply by scanning your face or your palm. Sounds ideal on paper. But critics warn that this could lead us down a very slippery slope indeed towards centralized control over personal data. Once biometric systems are fully implemented on a global scale, just who will control them? And what will happen if or when they're abused? Biometrics promise unparalleled security against fraud, but they also come with significant risks too. Unlike passwords or PINs, which can be reset if compromised, you can't just change your face or fingerprints if they're stolen, even if you might like to at times. Experts have raised concerns about what happens when biometric data falls into the wrong hands. Cybersecurity analysts point out that once stolen, biometric data is essentially gone forever. Poof. It can't be replaced like a lost credit card number. Privacy advocates also have sounded alarms about centralized databases storing vast amounts of biometric information. These databases, these hubs, can become prime targets for hackers, or, worse yet, tools for mass surveillance by governments or corporations or nefarious states. The risks are real, but so too apparently are the benefits, because surveys show that over 80% of consumers are willing to use fingerprints instead of PIN codes for high-value transactions because they see biometrics as faster and more secure than traditional methods. So despite privacy concerns, many people are excited about the prospects of ditching their wallets altogether and just scanning your face on a screen or putting your palm on a screen. The idea of waving your hand or scanning your face at checkouts does feel futuristic and undeniably convenient. Some consumers love the idea because it eliminates fumbling for cards or remembering passwords or pins during busy moments. Others, though, including me, I'll have to say, they remain skeptical about whether these systems will truly protect their data in the long run. But one thing is clear. As companies such as Mastercard push forward with these technologies, consumers will need to weigh convenience against potential risks very, very carefully. Mastercard's ultimate goal isn't just removing numbers from credit cards. No, it's removing cards altogether. And by eliminating physical cards entirely from their ecosystem by 2030, only 5 years away, Mastercard hopes to reduce fraud while enhancing user experience across its global networks. But this shift also raises very serious questions about choice and control. Will consumers like me and you still have alternatives if we don't want our bodies tied directly to payment systems? Or will they eventually be forced into adopting these technologies, whether they like it or not? And as we approach 2030 and potentially say goodbye to physical credit cards altogether, the question isn't whether biometrics will dominate payments, it's how this transformation will reshape society as we know it. Will these technologies make transactions safer? Or actually, will they really just expose us all to new vulnerabilities? Will they empower individuals? Or will they centralize control in ways we can't yet foresee? One thing is certain, the future is coming and it's coming fast, and it's written, apparently, on our palms and faces. Thank you for watching. This has been Ben Leo. Don't forget to subscribe to GB News YouTube for much more.